Hello, everyone. I thought I would just come on and try to film a little bit of some of my tags I have been making. I'm fixing to put them in a journal and just had so much fun making these and just playing around with them and taking all my little snippets and things that I had. Ah, hope it doesn't get a glare. And I added a little up here on that one. I added cut a little tiny applique up and put it in her hair. And this, I had bought this skirt one time at the Goodwill because I just loved all the stuff that was on it. So I've been snipping it up and going to use some of it. And I thought that turned out really pretty. And this is just a little sniplet off of a doily, and this was just a picture I had saved one time out of a picture frame a long time ago. I just found it in my stash the other day, and I guess you say I'm using my stash. And underneath is a little vintage lace. See? And it just turned out so cute. I just love tags. I think when I first started crafting, I just made a bunch of tags. That was one of my favorite things, and I used them a lot at my other house. I was putting family pictures on some of them and hanging them on picture frames. But anyway, I thought that turned out real pretty. And then I made this one, and I cut this picture out of a magazine. It was just a small picture, and I had saved it. It's got a little bit of a glare, and I had bought these from Crafty. I think it's Crafty Nita one time on her Zibbit store. And I don't know if she still has a Zibbit store or not. But anyway, she sells a lot of things online. I guess y'all see sometimes she makes dusty stashes. Anyway, this lace here is just beautiful. I just love this lace. I got it from Walmart, and there's that. And I've had this lace forever, and it's very vintage. And it was dyed one time with some Ritz dye. And I just added the little lace up at the top. And there's a little cutout piece of lace off of and it's kind of a flower, but not too much of it showed when I put the picture on there. And I just sort of framed the picture with some old lace. And that was a red tag. I had bought a bunch of them to do some Christmas things up, and well, I don't know why that picture just had a lot of red on it, and I was playing with it, and I thought, I think I'll work that tag in like that. But I just loved how it turned out. Isn't that pretty? Of course, I just love shabby vintage and grungy and whatever. And then I did this one. And I thought this one turned out so pretty. Oh, isn't that pretty? Just cut little snippets. Things I had. And cut some lace up. This was just a piece of lace, and I just cut it into dangles. And this is off of one of those old sacks. I've used a piece of one of the sacks, so I saved all the little pieces off of it. And this little lace up here is vintage, and has some seam binding up at the top of this one. But this one here is just a coffee or tea stain tag up that I had in my stash, and so I just used that. And then this one here, I thought this one was cute. Another picture that I cut out of a magazine, and fussy cut around her. And this tag was pink, and I think I bought it one time in a bunch of stuff one time, when I was out resale shopping, and they had some pink tags in there, and I said, well, perfect. And then I just cut some laces up. There's some cheesecloth, and there's a real pretty applique that I got from Julie's store, Thrifty Paper Garden. I just love her store, but I haven't been purchasing too much other than, I don't know, I've got so much stuff I need to use it. I got to use it. And this is just laces that I had a piece of big lace, and I just kind of trimmed it up and made it work. But I thought that turned out pretty. And this little suitcase, one time, it was a little suitcase that I bought a long time ago. It's solid red, and was going to fix it up with my doll clothes, and I don't know, I just use it for storage now for different things, and I've just stuck these tags down in it. And this tag here, I had bought a bunch of tags one time off of eBay, and I think this is probably some of the first tags I ever bought, and this is over 10 years ago. And I just came across this one that the lady had had a bunch of vintage pictures, and she had put this tag up on top and wrote that word vintage, and this tag just fell out, and she had that little bird on the bottom. And so I just thought, well, you know what, I'm going to just fix that up a little better. And I added the bling and the little pieces of just snippets of things I had in my little, the thing that we have a little pieces of this and a piece of that. Now here's the same thing, and I added a little bit of bridal applique that was a little piece, and that's just a little snippet off of something, and that's the same thing, and then a little piece of lace I tied up, and then up here it's just a little string that I was just tearing something up, and I just kept it and off of a piece of material, and of course I like that look. And I thought this one turned out cute. This flower too, I'm not sure where I got that flower, but somebody might have gifted it to me, or I might have just bought it. I don't remember. But anyway, if somebody gifted it to me and they recognize it, thank you. I can't always remember everything when I get them all in the same box. But I thought that turned out pretty. And then this one here was, it's kind of funny how you just playing. And I don't know, I had it was kind of I just always cutting things out of magazines. And this was little shells and such. And then I just took it and did the little punch on the side. And it was just a piece of magazine page. I thought it was pretty, and I took this, this was actually a daisy, and I took it apart and made it flat, and it was kind of a silk flower. And then I put some gesso on it, and then I put some stain on it, and added this real pretty button in the middle. And then I added this little flower here that somebody gifted me. Thank you, whoever did. And added some more blings and some half-back pearls to it, and I just thought that turned out really pretty. And the rest of these are just some that are still out from the wedding, the wedding shower, but these are some that I bought, and I added things to them. No, I didn't buy these. I made this one. I take that back. I made this tag, but I made it quite a few years ago, and just I have them hanging in my back bedroom, and those girls get them out. These I made up too. I do not know who these people are. Anyway, there's another one I made. I made them whenever we were doing a wedding shower. I take that back. I did make this. This is one I made up too. And I haven't finished embellishing yet, but I have these all in this one box for that reason. And this one here, and this one I made. I got these pictures, a lot of them off of Pinterest or off of the internet. I put the pearls up at the top of this one. I'm going to add some lace. I have these out because I want to do an old-fashioned wedding. I just said I'm just going to make an album with these. Keep them out. I'm not going to hang them up. Always got my rooms full anyway. This one is really a pretty one. I just love these pictures. Oh my gosh, look at this one. I just love these old-fashioned pictures. And the tags are so stained up, so pretty. I really like this tag. Now this is one I did purchase. For some reason I never use this, but I'm fixing to do a book up, and I'm going to use a lot of the old, I bought just recently a bunch of old pictures with cars, actually photographs, and with the old cars, and I'm going to call it a traveling on, or traveling back in time, or something or other. I don't know, but I'm going to use that in that, and that's the reason I have this. This is one of the first tags I ever made. I might have showed this before, I don't know, but It says, promise me that, and that's it. I laughed about when I tore that little music sheet up. That was one of the first pieces of scrap paper I bought. And I think I got this out of the newspaper or somewhere. It's kind of, I can't remember where I got that picture, but I've had it for like 20 years, maybe not that long, but I'm always cutting things up and keeping them. And then I just made a bunch of tags up one time, and some of my first tags, I was having fun with them, and I put a lot of glitter on that one. As you can tell, it's got a lot of glitter on it. I punched it with a little heart. Just had fun. Anyway, I thought I'd show y'all that, and just I'm going to come back on and show some other things. I was going to show some things I purchased, but that I got at resales. This I did get at a resale shop. Should I lay that suitcase back down? It's a doily, of course. You know, I buy the doilies when I find them. But what I liked about this one is it's doubled, and I'm going to open it up and make a pillow out of it. It's two doilies kind of sewed together. You can see that. See? There's two together. So I'm going to open the back up and put a little pillow in it and lay it on one of my beds. I think that'll be pretty especially in my vintage room. All right, well, I just wanted y'all to see that, and thank y'all for stopping by and visiting with me again. And I hope that everybody's going to have a wonderful week. I know we have a lot more tragedies that are happening, and that's so sad, but we got to go on and just keep praying. And anyway, I just have a lot, and I had company last weekend. My little grandson that's leaving to go to on his tour of duty overseas. He's gonna, you know, the one that's the Marine, and he's fixing to leave in by the end of the month. And so I was so glad to have him visit me. And he left today, so my heart is kind of with him. He's not left yet to go overseas, but he has left home. He came in to visit us. He had 2 weeks off, so he got to visit my son, and they got to stay together and go to the beach. And oh, they had so much fun with all this little family, and I'm so glad that they had a good time. And y'all, I might have said it already, but stay extra safe in Jesus. And I'll be back later. Bye-bye.